I'm going to tell the Green Bay Packers fans to take a chill pill on their quarterback, Jordan Love. And I understand, as somebody who was super hard on Jordan Love in the last episode, I understand that he lost to the Raiders and then scored 0 points in the first half against the worst defense in the history of the league for the first 6 weeks and lost the game to the Broncos. He's looked inaccurate. His decision-making is bad. He makes a lot of these throws where it's like, what is he doing? And
I'm waiting for this to turn.
It's the wrong read. I understand that. But what he is pretty decent at is his intermediate game. Throws over the middle. He's pretty accurate in that sense. And I do believe that the Packers have abandoned that. This is the youngest roster in the league. He's not set up in the best position. He has no David Bakhtiari, one of the best linemen in the league, due to injury. This is a Packers team who was 8-9 last year with Aaron Rodgers and failed to make the playoffs. Green Bay's not that good. Love's not in the best situation. They're still figuring themselves out. It takes time to gel. Green Bay has abandoned what Love seems to be good at. He's chucking the ball downfield in the triple teams and double teams. I blame that more on Matt LaFleur. And it's okay because this team still has to mesh. It's tough to get going. I'm going to read you some stats here from quarterbacks playing in their first year.
Okay.
And I know that Jordan Love's in his third or fourth year, but this is his first year starting. So I'm treating it like he's a rookie. Terry Bradshaw, a 4-time Super Bowl champ in his rookie year. 24 picks, a 30.4 QBR, and he only played in 8 games. Imagine those picks if he played the full season.
8 games?
8 games. Yep. Troy Aikman finished 0-11 in games he started as a rookie. 9 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. Peyton Manning, 28 picks, 3-13 record. We have to give Jordan Love some time. It's not fair to kick this guy to the curb and jump the gun and say he stinks. He has shown a little bit. And
just flashes.
And he's really not in a great spot. This is the youngest team in the league. They're all super young. Take a chill pill. Give him a little bit of time. It's not fair to kick him to the curb just yet.
Hey, Ziggy, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it,
Jack's
Paul.
point. Are you buying? Do you accept Jack's treating Jordan Love like a rookie, being in year 4?
So I think you can't treat him quite like a rookie.
I think,
but you have to give him much more leeway than a third or fourth year quarterback.
I remember you talked about this.
Starting in the NFL is so much different than
watching.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think this is right. And one thing about the Packers offense that makes it hard to figure out exactly what's going on, and thus why I'm willing to give a little more leeway to Jordan Love, is they were supposed to have a great run game. They were supposed to have a great offensive line. They were supposed to have ascending young receivers. And some of that's obtained, right? Christian Watson's still a very good player. Romeo Doubs has shown some good things. You've gotten a couple good runs out of A.J. Dillon. But by and large, things on the whole offense have just not gone how folks thought they would, right? We were hearing that Love was stepping into a great system, right? Christian Watson was going to be just like when Aaron Rodgers started and he had great wide receivers, just like when Brett Favre started and he had great wide receivers. This was supposed to be the next big thing. And that's just not quite what's happened. So some of that falls on Jordan Love, obviously, right? If he were completing every single one of his deep bombs, the run game would get a little bit better. But I think it's unreasonable to expect your first-year starting quarterback to fix the problems of the offensive line and set up a run game by being really good at evading pressure, making the right decision 100% of the time, and completing all your deep passes. So it's not as though he's stepping into an offense where everything's working. So for that reason, I think Jack's right. We should be a little bit more sympathetic to the struggles he's having and not immediately give up.
Yeah, and we were pretty hard after the Broncos loss in our reaction
and it's
show.
Tough not to be. It was tough not to be.
He has to play better.
He has, and that was really what we were reacting to the Bronco game, saying he has to play better, and if he doesn't, that's when you start to consider. Like, you always have your eyes open on what else is available. If the Packers finish the year, Jordan Love will finish the year no matter what. We all knew going into the season it was a trial year. If the Packers finish 4-13 or 5-12, yeah, they're probably going to consider a quarterback. If they really like Penix or McCarthy or Bo Nix, whoever may be there, they're going to consider that. And maybe you do take a shot on one of them and have a competition next year. Jordan Love's cap hit's only $7.7 million. So it's not like you're not going to cut him.
And if Jordan Love's really good, you can just trade whatever rookie
Yeah.
quarterback you drafted for another first-round pick, because it's not as though the shine's going to have worn off.
Oh, if Jordan Love's really good, you could also just, you start to build around him. It's like you can't really lose just yet if you're the Packers, but you want to see him improve. And one thing, I completely agreed with you on the intermediate passes. We said it on the last show. 12 of the 13 throws in the first half were 5 yards or behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's his strength, and Green Bay seems to be venturing away from that. And I blame that more on the coaching as opposed to Jordan Love. And one more thing I want to say, too, is I've said this before the season started a few times. Green Bay Packers fans have to realize that this was, like, what were you going to expect? A winning record this year or a playoff appearance would have been a very, very, very
success.
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
This is
I don't think the noise
is
is coming from Packers fans, actually. I think in general, the Packers fans I've encountered.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just true, right? People are putting out stuff like Jordan Love sucks. We've lost faith. And I'm like, there's a lot of noise coming from the media. And fair enough. But I do think that Packers fans are a little bit more realistic than this. They sort of understood what to expect. You got to, of course, you couldn't not get excited week one when he goes in and dog walks the Bears. Like, how could you not?
Well, a second ago, we were just talking about the Vikings going to the divisional round of the playoffs. So we completely get how it's a week-to-week sport. You have huge reactions.
We've seen some very, very, very bad performances from first-year starting QBs, and they've panned out to be fantastic.
And Love has had the flashes. One last thing I wanted to say about him. If you go and watch Jordan Love play, count how many times during a game he's not set when he throws. He'll kind of be fading off when he doesn't have to, or he'll
uncomfortable.
Or he'll do like a weird angle when he doesn't have to. I don't think he's trying to be flashy or he's not overconfident. If anything, it could be a lack of confidence in his standing in the pocket. But that's another coaching thing. Like, get in there, step into your throw. And I'm not a quarterback coach, so I'm not going to pretend to be one. But you notice these things when you see him fading off like one leg. You're like, all right, yeah, that could lead to some inaccuracy issues. So I agree that it's more the coaching here, because when he's on, we said weeks 1 and 2, you go, damn, that looks a little bit like Aaron Rodgers sometimes. And we haven't seen that the past couple of weeks, but a lot of these issues are mounting.
But you would hope that the inaccuracy issues, the tendency to make a wrong read or make a bad pass, make a pass that's like, what is he doing?
That needs to be fixed.
Like, it does.
It has to.
It does. But you would hope that with some experience as he gets older and as he gets more reps in the league, that improves.
Yeah.
That's the hope as Packers fans.
Yeah. But it has to improve.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.